slow down IDDQD's offense. Hawks will play Reinhardt. SG, well, just Mafu actually will play Symmetra. Zappis will be on Zenyatta. Fraggy on McCree. Himsy on Junkrat. And Seta on Lucio.
Yep, so they're playing Stada on the Tracer that we'd probably be seeing Mendo on under circumstances. We'll see how he does on filling in. Meanwhile, taking a look at Pluppy. Pluppy already not wasting any time getting deep in on the SG-1 defense. Harassing as Genji will deflect a Symmetra Orb that absolutely would have killed him, so. Decent stuff coming out of Pluppy so far. Pluppy getting deep in, hitting a bunch of people. That Swift Strike is in the back, laying down the fire. Not getting any kills yet, but definitely being a huge pest.
Yeah, he's in a little bit of trouble right now, though. He's got eyes on him, and his orb has faded off. In the other side of the map, though, Mafu and Hawks getting a couple kills. Decent coming out.
Yeah, the bigger problem there is that while Pluppy was doing that, SG-1 was able to just move forward and rush into the bulk of the IDDQD team and sort of send them back. And Pluppy goes for the Dragon Blade, gets taken out though before it goes off. I think he was able to conserve his ult there at the very least, but IDDQD having some issues here early on.
Yeah, the first kill actually for IDDQD comes from Internet Hulk, saving the game for him. Kills out Zappis, but still one-sided on the kill feed as Fraggy cleans up a couple more.
Yeah, the one bright spot for the IDDQD is that Pluppy still has his ultimate up. He still will have it for this next fight, but SG-1 looking pretty good here to begin with. Of course, IDDQD missing Mendo right now, definitely not doing them any favors, but you know, again, those are mere details, and long-term details don't matter. That being said, we do see the Dragon Blade coming in. Pluppy with the Dragon Blade, looking to slice and dice here. Fraggy able to take out Stada, and Pluppy finally with the kill there, looking for a little bit more as well. Getting on the Zenyatta, forces the Transcends out, but that Transcends is going to buy a lot of time for that SG-1 defense.
Yeah, I have no idea how Pluppy killed that tire without dying, but somehow he pulled it off. You know, maybe they wanted to wait for the Transcendence on offense, but Pluppy doesn't need no Transcendence. Goes and gets a couple kills very quickly.
Gets 2 kills, might even pick up a 3rd here on the Symmetra. Really nice stuff coming out from Pluppy. Pluppy single-handedly opening the way for IDDQD here. And good stuff coming out from him.
Yeah, still not done. Doing so much harassment.
Meanwhile, taking a look at Stada. Stada getting in on some of these kills as well. Does have the Pulse Bomb, could drop it at a moment's notice. It's 3 extra kills for IDDQD. And they're almost certainly going to roll to this first checkpoint.
Yeah, and here comes the chase. Pluppy trying to chase down Lucio. He's already in the back side of the map, as well as Stada. This is how they like to run their offense. Super aggressive.
Pluppy able to take out Seta there. Pluppy being very, very aggro. Stada right now looking for an opportunity. The Pulse Bomb, if he can find it, is going in, getting some poke onto that Reinhardt. Throws out the Pulse Bomb, does not connect on the kill. Meanwhile, Pluppy in the back doing quite a bit of work. Takes out Zappis. Under fire from McCree, is able to deflect a decent amount of Fraggy shots out, but will die the Fraggy in the end anyways.
Yeah, Stada, though, takes out Mafu, who was trying to come up on Widowmaker. Now they're trying to reorganize in this top ground. They're going to hit scan classes to try to deal with this. Himsy is on 76. Mafu comes up on Widow.
Yep, Fraggy going really deep in. Gets the lands headshot and Coco goes behind. Coco in bit of trouble. Does get assisted, though, by the sound barrier, and Coco going to pick up that kill anyways.
Yeah, sound barrier is saving them from the Earth Shatter, which would have surely been their demise. They were able to actually clean it up and turn it around on Hawks.
Yeah, Coco with the double kill so far, moving forward, is very charged up as Zarya. That's always scary, especially when Zarya gets speed boosted. But Coco getting relegated more to cart duty. Meanwhile, in the back, Pluppy able to get a kill, Stada on a kill. 2 kills for the IDDQD flankers, and this is really going to just open the way for them as they move forward.
Yeah, Pluppy's going to get in here for a little bit of poke, but that orb dissipates immediately because of that last patch. He's going to have to play it much more safe.
Yeah, Genji, not quite the indestructible beast that used to be with an orb. I mean, it's great when he has the orb. Tim's Gen really good at being aggressive and, you know, putting the orb back on. But Genji, not always perma-orbed as he was in the past. It goes both ways, though, because when he gets Discord orbed, he can actually lose the Discord orb now as well. So there's that. No more Genji's running out both orbs for an entire game.
No, haven't seen that since the patch. It was an immediate effect on the meta.
Fraggy giving Pluppy all he can handle and more comes out the right click, but look at this. Pluppy off the Swift Strike is able to take out Mafu. That's a big pick now for IDDQD as they move forward. Ultimate's going off from both sides. Offensive Transcends is out though. Stada able to take out Fraggy and the bridge up with the assist, and now IDDQD moving forward and momentum definitely in their favor.
Yeah, the Pulse Bomb here might actually just end up sitting outside of their spawn once they clean up Zappis. Stada in with the orb. He's got Pulse Bomb up and ready. He's going to look for picks as they come out.
Yep, Stada now, Pulse Bomb, I think that come out any second here. Potentially onto Lucio, but no, he holds on to it. Earthshard comes down, and in comes the defense here of SG-1. They're getting enough kills, and this might be enough to stall out.
Yeah, they're doing their best.
And Stada's still hanging on that Pulse Bomb. Finally, Pulse Bomb comes down, does not connect, however, and the defense now is starting to stabilize.
Well, the offense does have a teleporter that is below the point in this subterranean area, so they're able to reinforce. There's 6 on the card again.
Yeah, Pluppy not gonna have Dragon Blade up for a while. Was used in the last fight. Dragon Blade completely down at the moment. And we do see offensive sound barrier from Ninja though. Does hit Pluppy. Pluppy is in the back looking to kill this Lucio. Coming very close. Not able to do it though. Defensive Transcendence giving him a lot of trouble. Fraggy comes in over the top with the double kill. And as a result, SG-1 again going to have a pretty decent defense here.
Yeah, they've absolutely stabilized. That teleporter now out of charges. Going to take them a long time to get back to this point. This defense holding has bought them at least a minute on the time set here.
Yeah, definitely.
They might even stall out completely. Ryan, the card's moving back.
Card is moving back, and yeah, this just is not the absolute greatest look here for the IDDQD side. I mean, I have all faith that IDDQD is going to be able to complete the map, but SG-1 is definitely giving them a good fight thus far.
Yeah, Himsy switching on to 76 really helped them a lot too. It was able to help them deal with
and
Pluppy.
Down goes Pluppy. Pluppy gets taken out by Fraggy. Now, without Pluppy, I'm not sure if IDDQD is going to be able to push through this. I mean, yes, Coco has a Graviton Surge.
No, there's
in fact, we do see the defensive ults coming out of SG-1. They were looking for the full wipe. Graviton Surge comes out, and I wonder if they'll just eat the full wipe and come back.
Yeah.
I don't know, but this is looking pretty decent for SG-1 so far. Offensive teleport is down, but McCree sees it and takes it out, so the teleport is going to go down also.
It was just extremely indecisive on the use of Graviton Surge. Once it's out of the bag, fine, but you have to decide, are we going to retreat off this, or are we going to try to kill off this? And it looked like they should have retreated off of it.
It looked like half of IDDQD retreated, the other half went in, and that was a bit of a mistake.
But they've got some offensive ults up now. I would imagine we're going to see a Transcendence and Dragon Blade come out. They've been running that in combo. No one's checking corners. Check your corners!
Oh, Death Blossom coming from Mafu. Does not get value once. He's taken out by Chipsgen. Now that's 2 people down for the SG-1 side. I think IDDQD has a good opportunity here, especially if Pluppy can land a good Dragon Blade.
Yeah, here comes, well, the defensive Transcendence. They're going to wait for this to kind of ham out. Actually, Chips pops his offensive one, and here comes Dragon Blade.
Oh, Pluppy got greedy. He was going there for the reflect on the Deadeye and ended up just taking a bullet instead.
I love when that happens, though, because it reminds me of the Indiana Jones moment with the guy with the sword, then all of a sudden Indy just shoots him.
Yep. Yeah, classic moment in movie cinematography. That was all by just chance anyways. It was supposed to be this big, long, drawn-out fight, and Indy just got... Harrison Ford got sick and was like, look, we're just going to shoot him and call it a day.
It's fantastic.
But the one upside here is that Dragon Blade is still up, offensive teleport gonna be up, Pulse Bomb up, IDDQD with a lot of ultimates to work with here, if nothing else.
Yeah, and Studa's gonna have to do something with his Pulse Bomb here. And then Hulk also looking for a safe place to put up his teleporter. That reinforcement's gonna be crucial.
Here comes the Dragon Blade out for Pluppy, gets 1 kill, looking for the second, gets the second, gets the third, a triple kill for Pluppy coming in. Absolute beauty, and this should be map for IDDQD as the cart now rolling forward with everyone on the defense net.
Yep.
You have it, IDDQD completing up the map, but SG-1 made them work for it.
No, the defense there added a solid couple minutes when they were able to stabilize towards the end. I thought they were going to get rolled over, but they held twice because they had so many reinforcements from that teleporter too. Really strong defense.
This might just be the play at the end, I think it is. The final Dragon Blade, as it were, Pluppy finding the way to get in and just absolutely slicing and dicing people to death. So 7:49 is the time. Definitely a beatable time, not the fastest time we've seen out of IDDQD, but we all know that anytime you have a good defense against IDDQD, it's misleading because half the time, the next round, IDDQD will just hold on the first point and you won't even get close to completing the map.
Yeah, it's going to take a lot of focus from SG-1 to not like really look at the overall time. They need to take this in steps. Let's first deal with the biggest problem, which is taking first point from IDDQD. Their first point defense across several maps has been absolutely impenetrable. It's been crazy good, so while it is a very beatable time, they have to worry about it, you know, one step at a time. Let's take it little by little here. Let's take first point first. So 7:49, generally, it's actually like 3 minutes slower than IDDQD usually finishes the map. At least in recent memory and recent history, they usually smoke through Dorado pretty quickly there. One of their favorite maps, actually. So not surprising to see them usually burn through that. So again, that defense at the end, able to hold, puts a lot of time on that clock. 7:49 against any other team would be considered a very beatable time, and we would favor SG-1. However, it's not any normal team they're up against. It's IDDQD's defense.
Yeah, IDDQD's defense, particularly in point 1 Dorado, has been absolutely just a nightmare to deal with for other teams. It's been incredibly strong. It's really given teams fits. And we'll know what that defense is in a moment when they're done boosting out Internet Hulk, using the triple Lucio boost out here. Of course, we've seen it time and time again, but particularly relevant for this map where the Symmetra really has to run a long way from spawn all the way to the outside.
Yeah, they've really made Symmetra their own. We talked a little bit yesterday how, you know, Melty wasn't running Symmetra, which just floored me because they were the team that kind of invented the Symmetra play. Bought on Symmetra, was the first player to consistently run it. They did it on defense. It was a hallmark of their gameplay early on in Beta 1, but they chose not to run it yesterday. And since then, it's been Internet Hulk winning plays of the game on his own defensive Symmetra, and that's what he comes up to now. Pluppy's going to be on Junkrat, Stada on McCree, Coco on Reinhardt, Nabridgebup, Never Give Up, Harry Hook, we call him Nabridgebup around here. It's going to be on Lucio, and Chipsogen will be on Zenyatta.
Yep, so taking a look at the offense as it rolls out here, we got Hawks on the Reinhardt, Mafu on the Pharah, Zappis on Mercy, Fraggy again on McCree, Himsy looking for the offensive Widow picks, and Seda on the Lucio.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of going to rest on Himsy to see if he can get some picks early here, get that value out of the Widow. They're going to need something to start steamrolling it. And again, I think it's always priority one. You got to dislodge Pluppy from wherever he wants to be on Junkrat.
Yep, so the time is in progress here. 7:45 is the time for SG-1 to beat, and we'll see if they get those early kills. And Pluppy saying no, immediately takes on Seda. But hey, Mafu took out Pluppy. That is a trade you'll take any day of the week, especially with offensive spawn. So looking good for SG-1 to start out the game.
Yeah, Himsy getting a new location, trying to get an angle here, but that is definitely a good start for them. Teleporter not up, so Pluppy with a long walk back, and the numbers are not... Actually, they're sending Nabridgebup back to bring Pluppy into the mix. That's how desperately they want him on defense.
That's a really good move to use the speed boost to get him back in there.
Yeah.
And Pluppy is back, and yeah, not bad sending Lucio back just to speed that process up by almost 50%.
We don't see that often at all.
No, not at all, but it's a nice move nonetheless. The Bridgebuff able to take out Hawkstada, taking out Fraggy, and Himsy just not getting the value he needs out of the Widowmaker just yet, and he is going to go down.
Okay, so I'm just reading a little bit of a playoff implications. SG-1 needs to win this match against IDDQD to get into the playoffs. Otherwise, it's Quake Fortress in.
Alright, so Quake Fortress, if that enough, then they get in the playoffs regardless. So this is now SG-1 not fighting effectively for their tournament life.
Yep, absolutely. And yeah, I mean, if you can beat IDDQD, in my opinion, you belong in every tournament there is.
Yeah, IDDQD, of course, the top of the hill, just incredibly dominant. So beating them would be a good statement here from SG-1.
So they might just get really aggressive here and try to keep Zappis alive, maybe do a sacrifice play here, send Mafu over the top, but don't send Mercy with him because they have Resurrection up and it's the only ultimate up in the game.
We get Mafu. Mafu is coming in over the top with the rockets, is going to have to go back a little bit. Honestly, Junkrat versus Pharah, not the worst matchup for Pharah, though we've seen, of course, Pluppy turn to his favor many a time. Offensive Resurrect is coming up. SG-1 wants to get through this right here, right now. Barrage is going to be up for Mafu and just one or two more rockets. I think he's looking for that. Hawk's able to take out Stada, so 65 in favor of SG-1 as they move forward. Earthshatter comes down. Hawks dropping the Earthshatter. They're not quite able to get the most value out of that, though. Pluppy, Internet, 4 kills for the defense of IDDQD, and it just, the barrage comes a little bit late, not able to do the work he was looking for.
Yeah, really disrupting that charge follow-up by Hawks. After he did the Earthshatter, he had 2 people lined up for a charge that would have annihilated them. Pluppy dropped a mine in it, launched him in the air, and disrupted that charge completely, saving his teammate and killing 2 in the process.
You hear that? Get ready to activate the sound barrier.
Yeah, so taking a look, Lucio able to go all the way to the back, bring Chipsogen back into the fray, and this isn't new. I feel like I said, I don't think we've seen Lucios do this too much, but it's a smart idea to get people back into the fight earlier on this map. The interesting thing, too, is that I think the teleporter is up, but they specifically didn't use it just to conserve charges there.
Yeah, I mean, it's just intelligent play coming out from IDDQD.
Himsy able to take out Chipsogen with the tire. Takes out Star as well. Himsy with a triple kill for SG-1, so SG-1 finding a way of opening the way here, but the teleporter is still up. There's 5 charges. People are going to be coming back, and we do have the defensive tire coming up from Pluppy, and that is a triple kill tire coming out from Pluppy. Absolute roadkill. Pluppy makes it a 4th, coming in over the top. The kill feed is just all Pluppy now.
Yep. Pluppy kind of
Even when he dies, it still counts as being all Pluppy. Just on the other end.
Yeah, we'll see if they might even send Nabridgebup back to bring him back to life again, but they might be able to use the teleporter this time around as well. But the defense looking very solid. Here comes a huge push, though.
Yeah, Mafu coming in, lost speed to that, looking over the top for the shots. Is going to get knocked down by the defensive Earthshatter. SG-1, though, still on top of the cart, still moving it. Momentum on their side. Internet Hulk's able to take out Huxo, and I think IDDQD is going to collapse right back on this in a moment. 2 kills for IDDQD so far. Mafu looking for the kills over the top, not able to get them, unfortunately, and we see the defensive transfers coming out for IDDQD, and they're rushing in. Internet Hulk getting kill after kill with that Symmetra primary fire.
Yeah, I mean, the Resurrection missed Mafu there too. He died just a fragment after the res started being cast. Hox does have an Earth Shatter up. It's going to have to be an amazing one. They've only got 50 seconds left for first point. Mafu switches up to Widow, which I guess it feels like a desperation switch.
Yeah, I mean, they only have 3 minutes and 40 seconds left to complete the map, so it's still possible, but they would have to just dominate IDDQD in a way that they have not been dominated before. Very unlikely at this point, but you gotta go for that chance regardless. Take a look at Mafu here. Mafu looking for this early pick if he can get it. Earlier we saw Himsy on the offensive wheel, so I guess Mafu thinking he can do it perhaps a little bit better. Fraggy able to take down Coco, and now we're gonna get a snipe off on the Stada. This is a lot of kills for the offense, but Pluppy going right back, able to take out Fraggy. And here comes the Tire coming out from Pluppy. Fire in the hole. Tire bobbing, weaving. Not able to take out Mafu. No, it does take out Mafu. The kill feed is just bugged. So Mafu goes down. Did not kill him in time.
Yeah, they had a nice little push there with some momentum, but they're able to reinforce and kind of stabilize on defense, though the advantage still looks like it's in SG-1's favor. They have to stay on the cart constantly now.
Yeah, I mean, overall right now, I think this... SG-1 is staying alive here, but we see a lot of good play coming out from the defense of IDDQD, but looking at 3 kills, 4 kills for SG-1 as they go in a Tire for the final note, and it's just really Pluppy versus the world here. Pluppy gonna go down. That is everyone dead on the IDDQD side, and all we're in overtime. I think this is gonna go to the point and extend time at least by 3 minutes.
Signs of life. We got 2 minutes 30 left on the map at least, so now they got first point. Hey, first step first, right? And now look at this defense.
We're all soldiers now. Pluppy, Internet Hulk, Stada, all going to Soldier 76 and doing a crossfire defense in Dorado, with a map we haven't seen too much on.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, take a look at Mafu trying to take out the 76 right now. 76 in hot pursuit. And another 76 on the way. Mafu has to run, or he is very quickly going to get riddled with pulse bullets.
Yeah, I think they're going to be happy to just kind of... This is an interesting stall tactic, actually, because it's really hard to close ground on soldiers, and you get all of them on this high ground here. It's so much poke.
Yep, Soldiers coming in from the back, Cousin Yacht coming in from the back. And realistically, IDDQD does not have to hold that much longer here. I think any team wipe in fair IDDQD is going to be mapped for them here. Otherwise, like, I can't see SG-1 recovering from a single team wipe. And Stada able to take out Mafu, so that's one key part of that. We'll see if they can take out Himsy here as well. And Himsy is down. That's 2 down now for SG-1, and Pluppy and Stada coming in over the top. And for me, I think that's enough to call GG here. Technically, it's mathematically possible, but given how long it's going to take them to set up just to get through this next point, let alone the final point, I think IDDQD has it. But SG-1 not making it super easy for them either.
Yeah, I mean, I think what's been successful for teams is you see teams actually take points late in the map against IDDQD if they take them at all, and it's because that unfettered aggression which comes out of like frustration of pushing into the point slowly. Eventually they just bombed a Junkrat and they just threw everything they had at them, and that's what eventually got them that first point. Not gonna be enough to win the map, but maybe a lesson to be learned there.
No one can
Yep, so 53 seconds are left. This is definitely sort of the victory parade now for IDDQD. They cannot lose going forward. Mafu able to take out Stada. Good pick from Mafu, but again, this is where they're IDDQD. They gotta know that they have this one at this point.
Yeah, so SG-1, you know, decent showing. They're able to take it's not lightly when you're able to take a point away from IDDQD. That's how good their defense has been if you're just catching up to the Overwatch scene nowadays. Their defense is impenetrable. A lot of teams don't even take that first point, and a lot of teams look worse even attempting to take that first point. So some signs of life. SG-1 does have to win the next 2 maps, though, to make it to our playoffs.
Yeah, SG-1, unfortunately, you don't want to be in the do-or-die situation against IDDQD in the final map. You know, I think they'd take any other team other than IDDQD for this situation, but GG is being called. IDDQD going to take the map, and we're going to let 25 seconds elapse, and we'll see her play the game.
Yeah, I can't imagine it's, I don't know, it's generally always Pluppy. Hopefully Internet Hulk steals it from him and makes Pluppy upset. That's always fun to watch.
Pluppy saying push it. It's like, wait a second, it's 15 seconds. We don't need a Trek of Tears.
Don't let up. It's almost over.
So even without Mendo, they look pretty good. Stada, you know, not the best showing early on the Tracer on offense, but look pretty good on defense there on McCree.
I mean, from a very small sample size, I'd say Mendo generally is more effective and has more big plays than we saw Stada. I mean, usually we call Mendo's name a whole lot. Stada not getting a ton of crazy big plays, but still not pulling down IDDQD by any means either.
No, he looked
just kind of a cog in the machine.
I think, you know, on the very small sample size, this is the first time I've ever seen Stada play, I'd say his McCree's better than his Tracer. But that's extremely small sample size. I'm going to follow up with him and see if my guess is right.
So 8:22 total time of the match, but it was in IDDQD's favor. So we're gonna move on to map number 2 and to see what that is in a moment.
And that Chips